know. You put that under your pillow and the tooth fairy will leave you a penny. There ain't no tooth fairy, idiot!
Welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West.
The American frontier in 1882 is a terrible place in time.
Oh, hey, look, it's the ice. Why is it so big?
So it doesn't melt. It's actually really interesting how they do it.
Oh! That went south so fast! Oh!
Albert is the character that is essentially speaking for the modern day audience watching this thing. He's aware of how terrible this is, and he at first he seems to be the only one who has the perspective to see what a terrible place and time he was born into, and to have a negative appreciation for it. You know, the other facet to his character is and the idea that this is, you know, essentially what a nerd would be like in the Old West.
The story is about a guy who, you know, is living in the West, and he's a sheep farmer, and he's come to the conclusion that, you know, life on the frontier is just pretty bad, and wants to get out, and it has this dream of traveling to San Francisco. And right before that, oh, and his girlfriend dumps him. How can I forget that small part? And his beautiful girlfriend, played by Amanda Seyfried, dumps him. And so he, right before he decides to just kind of pack it up and leave the town of Old Stump, he meets this new girl in town that just kind of shows up out of nowhere, but she's claiming that she's going to start a farm, but she's a bit of an enigma, and her name is Anna. And I guess through circumstances, they kind of meet and realize that they both hate the West for exactly the same reasons. Okay, so you're gonna take your right thumb, put it all the way to the left, cross it over, cradle it right in there, and then just extend it straight through your...
Like that?
Straight. Wow, you've never fired a gun before.
I have not. I own a gun. No, I fired a gun at the shooting gallery.
Yeah, but those are quarter loads. These are full loads.
Okay, all right, get ready. I'm about to shoot a full load at your cans.
Shut up.
All right,
focus.
okay. Hey! There we go.
There!
All righty. That's one. So all I gotta do is get Foy to let me shoot 16 times before he shoots, and then I win.
I was sent the script and I read it and I thought it was absolutely hilarious. I wasn't quite sure the tone. The comedy in it is very, very funny, but I wasn't sure if they were all in Western speak or modern speak, or how much they were nodding to things versus being in the world. And then when I talked to him, he said that the main protagonists in it are all speaking like they're normal people in modern time. Not just him, but Anna's character and Louise's character as well. And Giovanni and Sarah too. But as Foy, with the mustache, it seemed weird to just talk very modern. Plus I'm dressed like a dandy and everything. So we spent a lot of time sort of talking about who Foy is within the structure of the world that he has created.
Foy he's very charismatic and he's got balls, you know, and Albert has no balls at all, figuratively speaking, of course. And it's attractive. This guy like has it all, like in terms of, I don't know, confidence and sex appeal, and his mustache is really hot.
Foy is the wealthiest man in the town without question. He likes to showcase it. He dresses finer than anyone. He prides himself on his facial hair. He honors others who have facial hair. I don't know if he respects them, but he probably respects that he can bilk money from them through creams, pomades, gels.
Foy was the hardest character to cast in this movie because he was the one character that had to be slightly heightened. He had to be slightly bigger than the rest of the world, but at the same time, he still had to be grounded. You had to believe that he was a genuine threat to Albert, that he wasn't a cartoon villain that you just don't really buy. And it was a really hard nut to crack. And finally, one day, we hit on the idea of Neil Patrick Harris, And he was just brilliant. You watch Neil perform, and you think, God, this is one of the most all-around talented humans in entertainment. It's crazy. It's like you're watching one of these actors from the 40s.
That's them. That's them. Right there. Quick, let's pretend you just said something funny. Oh my God, you are so hilarious. Where do you come up? No, you pretend I said something funny.
Stop. Just introduce me.
I'm not gonna introduce.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
Foy and Louise, right?
That's right.
This is Anna.
I'm his girlfriend.
She's my girlfriend. She's the new GF. Big time.
A lot of sexual activity.
All the time. I live inside her. So if you want to send me a letter, you gotta address it care of her vagina.
Yep.
He sent me the script, and it kind of spoke for itself. This character called Clinch Leatherwood, which was like brought a smile to my face, you know. And he's I guess he's a classic sort of baddie in the Western tradition, you know. He's a bit of a gunslinger. I'm from the north of Ireland originally, and I'm very, very pure, broad Northern Irish. And his real name is probably Trevor McBride, but he's changed his name to Clinch Leatherwood when he came to the Wild West.
Somebody in this town is going to die.
Oh man, somebody's gonna get messed up. Please don't shoot us on sex night.
You beat this guy at a gunfight, you're gonna be a real hero.
I've never actually fired a gun before.
I'm gonna teach you how to shoot.
You've never seen one?
Yeah, I feel like I should have a piece of cake or something.
Yeah.
I know you're here, Stark.
Hahatena ashte. Mila Kunis.
Jules, neglect.
Wow, you look amazing.
I really love that the most alluring fashion today is to simulate a fat ass.
If I was a black guy, this is the meanest trick you could play on me.
A million ways to die in the West.
Hello? What's that?
It's weather experiment.
Oh.